What do Grant Cardone, Alex Hormozi, and other successful people have in common? They all had a mentor. How would your life be different if you had a mentor? If you had someone that took you by the arm and guided you becoming an entrepreneur, helping you in your career, what would that be? Hey, my name is Marek, and today I'm going to talk with you about why it is important to have a mentor. What we're also going to discuss in this video is how you find a good mentor. But before we go into that, I just want to ask you to give a like on this video and subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Remember to do that so you get a notification once I upload a new video. So let's dive right into our content today. So a mentor is basically a person that can help you through the struggles, through the pain and pain points that you are currently experiencing with, because usually a mentor has already walked the path that you're on right now. So he done all the things. He knows all the faults, he knows all the traps, he knows everything, and he can pass it on to you. That's such a great benefit of having a mentor. I believe that back in the old days, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, where school wasn't really a big thing. Like nowadays, schools is a really big thing and you're supposed to go to school. That's just like the norm today. But back in the days where you didn't have like all these big schools, they were learning their crafts when they were 10 years old, when they were 12 years old. They went with daddy in the store, they went with uncle in the store, and they just helped out their family members, and that's how they learned their craft. What I love about Indonesia, that's still relevant today. A lot of young guys, girls, they go work with their parents, they go work with their family in their family business, and they learn their craft. Back in the days, it was just very common to have this mentor relationship. And why was it so good? Because it helped get that one-on-one coaching, that one-on-one mentorship. So actually, I have to be honest with you, because I never really had a specific mentor in my life. When I was younger, I was very shy to go to people that were successful, that I perceived high net worth individuals. I was just very shy, and I felt that I wasn't worth their attention just because I didn't have anything to my name. That feeling came from, my childhood, how my parents raised me, and my parents, they raised me with all the love they could, and I'm so grateful for that. But what they failed to teach me is that every person is the same, and even people with a lot of money, they have struggles. Even people that are very, very rich, they still have the same problems as poor people do. They might come in a different way, but we all have insecurities. Even the very successful people, they still have insecurities. The only difference is they have a different way of dealing with those insecurities. But when it comes down to human level, everyone is still the same. And so a great lesson here for you is, if you have that same feeling, it's simply not true. Don't fall for the same mistake that I did, that I was too afraid to talk to those people. And eventually, when I became more successful on my own, when I was very successful with day trading, there were people that came in my life that I knew were successful, and I could finally had that feeling that I could level with these people. So what I actually did, I had a lot of non-physical mentors, meaning I read a lot of books, and especially autobiographies, and I cannot express that enough. But if you're living in a region where there are not a lot of mentors you can find, or you simply don't know, or you simply don't have the right people in your network, then start reading autobiographies. An autobiography is a book full of stories written by the author himself, and it shows you how the entrepreneur, how the business person who wrote that book, how he thought. You can get into the mind of the entrepreneur, and that helped me tremendously. It was almost like having a coffee with that person in real life, except it was just on letters, on a book, but it's so much more thoughtful. And basically, if you read an autobiography, you just read 10 years compressed in like 200 pages, and that's so amazing. I personally myself have written a free mentorship program which you can download in the link here below. It is my free ebook, The 12 Principles of Money. It teaches you everything about money. It changes your whole perspective about money. It's definitely worth it. It's free, so check it out. All you have to do is give your email address and I'll send the book straight to your inbox. So go check it out right now. To be honest, actually I did have some mentors, I just didn't call them my mentors. There was no point in the relationship where I asked the guy, hey, do you want to be my mentor? I just picked people that I thought had more experience than I have and were further in life than I was, but they were at the place where I wanted to be. And so I just approached these people. I made sure that I hanged out with them. And my first mentorship program was with a guy in my city. And I knew him through other friends. And I liked him and he was cool. And his ideas resonated with my ideas. And he had an entrepreneurial mindset. And I started working for him. And he had a company where he sold websites for small businesses. And so I helped him. Just by being around him and picking up things from him, I learned a different way of thinking because he had a different mindset than my other friends. And so if you're looking for a mentor, just see if you can work for someone that inspires you, someone that you look up to. Ask them if they have job vacancies, if there's a position available. If they don't have it, then create one, then invent one. Make sure that you can find a way that you can bring more revenue for him. And so I believe personally that a mentorship doesn't have to be a one-on-one relationship. You can have multiple mentorships and you can have multiple persons in your life that influence you. It is just a matter of, okay, who am I surrounding with right now and with who do I actually want to surround myself with? So I think that's it.